Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he... Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four... And this one has all of those big... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. And that hook misses. A straight right just misses. These punches coming from every angle. There was so much hype surrounding this match, I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Has to get... Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. It appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What did they do? What did they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this? 3 days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A big, heavy blow, and Saul is down. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself...
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Jab misses. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
The bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming up? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone.
Never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
They got out of the way of that right hook. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Beautiful counter shot. One punch could change everything in this battle. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you get...
And there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't...
Robinson hit hard, and he may be ready to go. It appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Defense is everything because they got shot.
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. He couldn't seize the moment.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got...
So the referee says he can continue, but how much more does he have left?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
That hook won't score. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Let's box them back together. Right, let's go out there. Get the boxing back together. Listen.
Okay, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. They ring the bell, and here we go. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Oh, Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. So he beats the count and will continue. What bravery being shown here.
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at it. It's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Halfway through the round, and they're struggling a little bit.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit.
Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What does that tell you?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Keep in mind, both of these fighters got knocked down in the prior round.
I've seen that twice before, both fighters knocked down in the same round, and you think, who's going to go back as confident? Who's going to come out as confident?
Sugar Ray Robinson just got... Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout.
Win the title. I don't have to think too heavy. I can remember.
Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Saul Alvarez. So here is Saul.
This bout.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. There's a counter shot. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. The crowd here cannot wait. They've been buzzing all day long, and finally, we're about to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this. They love this. They are born for this. You have other fighters where this will be like the rabbit in the headlights.
You'd like to see more jabs. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Trying to land that jab. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That hook doesn't score. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
You're fighting a counterpuncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counterpunchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Swing and a miss with that left hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Swing and a miss with that left hook. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Back and forth they go. That uppercut doesn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He's back on his feet, but his opponent is licking his chops right now.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They both want the knockout. They need to turn this around halfway through. A counter right. He caught him.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like the Empire Fight Camp, especially at night. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time now for our tale of the tape. Introducing first, it's Jaime Munguia, 183 centimeters tall, with a reach of an identical 183 centimeters. Up against them, Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Here comes Jaime the Beast. Saul Canelo Alvarez.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight. Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight. And what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight. And now, the action's about to begin.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. You'd like to see more jabs. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The fans have been waiting all day for this one, and they are highly hydrated. What an environment it's going to be tonight underneath the stars.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Both of these fighters have had their moments. Another scoring shot there.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
And that hook misses. Your footwork has to be on point when you're fighting a swarmer. If it's not, you're going to get caught in the corner and beaten up.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing you, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. They exchange punches. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Suck it up, breathe.
How many rounds do we spar at the gym? How much work have you put in it?
Acting like you're tired, you're thinking you're tired, but how many rounds do we spar in the gym?
You're not tired at all. You get your second win back out there. Just go out there and just box him. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to bomb him out and tiring yourself out even.
Box him. Don't be stupid. Don't be trying to bomb him out and tiring
Get your breath back, and then we'll go again the round after that. Don't worry about it.
Get your breath back, and then we'll go around the round after. Don't worry.
Get your breath back. Listen, you're not tired. You think you...
Come on, focus. Just relax and breathe.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
You're not tired.
You've done so much work in camp. Come on, get your head switched on. Listen.
And there's the bell to start the round. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
He got out of the way of that right hook. Missing with the hook. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. And that hook misses.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Jaime Munguia in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
You're tired, but you're not tired. You've done so much work at camp. Come on.
Take the minute, get your breath back. Listen, you're not tired, you think...
You're acting like you're tired. You're thinking you're tired. But how many rounds do we spar at the gym? How much work have you put in at the gym? All your training you've done, all your sacrifices you've done, come on.
How many rounds do we spar in the gym? How much work have you put in the gym?
Go out there and just box him. Don't be stupid.
Tired at all. You'll get your second win back out there. Just go back out there now.
Round. Go out there, box him, get your breath back, and then we'll go
yourself out even more. Just have a smart round. Go
The
out.
referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Stay focused and stay confident. Come on. Come on.
They ring the bell, and here we go. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He threw the hook, but didn't land. Not a lot of punch output. There would be some more action here. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Missing with that right hook.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Swinging it through the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught.